5 coolest things about Red Dead Redemption 2. With close to 20 million copies being sold since its release in October 2018, it's quite easy to say that Rockstar Games' latest offering, Red Dead Redemption 2, is a game that really took the video gaming world by storm, with players applauding for its hyper-immersive world and action-packed gaming mechanics. Meanwhile, the critics are tipping their hats to Rockstar Games for doing an excellent job. It's possible that most of you may already know some of these details we're about to show you about RDR2, but nevertheless, this will serve as a reminder as to why you fell in love with the game in the first place. For those who haven't played the game yet, prepare to get your minds blown.
Bastard! I didn't do nothing! Damn fool!
Number 5. Sheer visual pleasure. Red Dead Redemption 2 is more than just a video game about cowboys riding horses and shooting guns from their hips. One of the biggest accomplishments Rockstar has on RDR2 is the creation of a world that is visually stunning. And you get to experience its appeal not only in the distant scenery of the open field, but in every single moment of the game. You can't help putting your horse or wagon to a halt as you sweep your eyes across the rolling plains of a fictionalized American West and see the individual blades of grass sway in the wind. Creatures, small and big, run amok as they get hold of your presence. Inside towns and buildings, you find a high level of attention given by game designers in creating the different structures and fixtures. There's nothing but awe that you'd feel when you explore the full expanse of Arthur Morgan's fictional world. Number 4. Character realism. Since we mentioned the protagonist, you, as Arthur Morgan, would think twice of ever neglecting the things happening in your body. In RDR2, the main character's beard grows as if in real life. This means that there's a need for you to look after your physical appearance. The best way to do it is to simply visit the nearest barbershop. The clothes on your back matter as well. In the game, what you wear will affect your character's performance. For instance, wearing heavy clothing will make you stagger on a hot day. Meanwhile, wearing less clothing on a cold day will penalize your damage or health. Since we mentioned hygiene, be wary that dirt does accumulate on your hero's body in real time. In RDR2, there's the need for Arthur to take a bath to cleanse himself from the dirt and stench. Neglecting this will result to NPCs moving away from the character because of, you guessed it, bad smell. Number 3. The amount of things you can do. As with any open-world types of games, RDR2 does have storyline missions that players can delve into, but there's a huge load of things that players can do aside from carrying out the main and side quests. In the game, you can learn how to fish, either for food or just for sport. Sounds bizarre and mundane at the same time, but yeah, Rockstar made sure this game is worth your while. You can also do chores when you're with the gang, the Vanderlyn gang, such as setting up the camp, hunting for food, chopping wood, fill the bin with water, moving hay bales, and many others. And hey, these aren't just for nothing. Helping around camp increases the level of the player's particular skill, as well as improves his reputation among his companions. Number 2. A horse with a name. Horses are a big deal in Red Dead Redemption 2. It's one of the primary means of getting around. However, unlike Shadowmere, the mighty steed from Skyrim, each horse of RDR2 has its own unique statistic, and they come in varying conditions which the player needs to maintain as they progress in the game. Moreover, they require a certain amount of attention and care if you really want to unlock their full road potential. It's kind of a hassle, but why complain when you've signed up for a real-world experience in the first place, right? In RDR2, you need to establish, at the very least, a working relationship with your mount for it to effectively work for you. For example, you need to feed your horse regularly for optimal health and stamina. Be wary though, as they'll gain undesirable weight when overfed. Cleaning and grooming are important too, as a form of bonding. A strong bond will enable you to call your horse from far distances, and it makes them harder to steal. And yes, when they're killed, they're gone forever. And number 1, a highly consequential game life. RDR2 draws much of its charm from its gameplay system that puts a great deal on consequences. In a nutshell, whatever the player does in the game, it will have consequences. The NPCs and the locals around you will remember whatever you did to them. So, if you pick a fight in a saloon and return there the next day, the bartender might ask you politely not to start any trouble again. But this depends on the severity of your actions, as they may outright tell you to leave the premises. The worst thing is that they may call the sheriff for you to be dragged out. Of course, severe crimes like robbing civilians or killing them will put your name on the wanted list. Good luck evading those bounty hunters. On the other hand, helping folks, completing tasks for strangers, or choosing to spare someone's life will help you build good reputation. What are some other things about Red Dead Redemption 2 that we missed here? Sound them off in the comments. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this.